Welcome back to the Victory Education Lounge. I'm your host Maurice, and today we're diving into a critical topic, the silent crisis, sickle cell's impact on society, Part 2. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your engagement helps us reach more people with this vital information. In our last video, we explored the genetic foundations of sickle cell disease. Today, we're zooming out to examine its broader impact on society. Sickle cell disease isn't just a medical condition, it's a social, economic, and cultural phenomenon that affects millions worldwide. Ever wondered how a single genetic mutation can impact society at large? Today, we're exploring that very question with a focus on sickle cell disease. In our previous discussion, we dug deep into the genetic roots of this condition. Now, we're expanding our horizons to uncover how this disease ripples out beyond the individual, permeating through various aspects of society. From healthcare systems strained by frequent hospitalizations, to the academic struggles of children missing school, the influence of sickle cell disease is far-reaching. It alters family dynamics, disrupts employment, and impacts mental health. And these are just a few of the areas we'll be discussing. So, buckle up as we unravel the threads of this complex tapestry, understanding not only the challenges, but also the potential solutions and strategies for managing this silent crisis. Let's delve into the societal impact of sickle cell disease. Sickle cell disease is a silent crisis, affecting millions worldwide with repercussions that go beyond the individual. Let's begin by looking at its impact on healthcare systems. Picture this: over 100,000 hospitalizations annually in the United States alone. Each one of these hospitalizations represents a person with sickle cell disease requiring care, placing a significant strain on our healthcare resources. But it's not just the cost in dollars that's alarming. It's the human cost of dreams deferred and lives interrupted. Next, we turn our attention to education. Here's another staggering fact. Children with sickle cell disease miss an average of 20 to 40 school days per year. Imagine missing a month or more of school each year. The impact: academic struggles, social isolation, and reduced career opportunities later in life. Now let's consider employment. Adults with sickle cell disease often face challenges in maintaining steady employment. Unpredictable pain crises and frequent medical appointments can lead to missed days at work, which can result in job loss. This instability contributes to higher unemployment rates and economic instability in communities affected by sickle cell disease. Family dynamics, too, are significantly affected. Caring for a family member with sickle cell disease is a full-time job in itself. It can strain relationships, stretch finances to their limits, and take a toll on mental health. Siblings may feel neglected, while parents struggle to balance caregiving with other responsibilities. Finally, we can't ignore the impact on mental health. Living with a chronic disease like sickle cell can lead to anxiety, depression, and even post-traumatic stress disorder. And it's not just the individuals with the disease who are affected. Their families also bear a heavy emotional burden. As you can see, the ripple effects of sickle cell disease are vast and varied. With each wave, the impact of this silent crisis reaches further into our society, touching lives in ways we might not initially consider. But by understanding these impacts, we can start to build a more comprehensive approach to managing sickle cell disease, one that takes into account not just the medical, but also the social, economic, and psychological dimensions of this complex condition. In our next segment, we will explore potential solutions, management strategies, and prevention efforts that are being implemented to combat the devastating effects of sickle cell disease. Stay tuned for that, and remember, we're in this fight together. Sickle cell disease is a silent crisis affecting millions worldwide with repercussions that go beyond the individual. While the impact of sickle cell disease is significant, there are strategies and solutions that can help manage its effects. The key is to approach the disease from multiple angles, addressing not just the medical symptoms, but also the social, educational, and economic challenges it presents. Let's begin with comprehensive care centers. These are specialized clinics designed to provide holistic care for individuals with sickle cell disease. They offer a range of services, from blood transfusion and pain management to genetic counseling and psychological support. These centers have proven effective in improving health outcomes, reducing hospitalizations, and enhancing the quality of life for patients. However, they are not without their downsides. Their availability is limited, especially in rural areas, and the cost to establish and maintain these centers can be substantial. Next, we have school-based support programs. These initiatives aim to educate teachers about sickle cell disease and provide necessary accommodations for affected students. This could mean leniency with attendance, additional time for assignments, or even a quiet place to rest during the school day. These programs have shown promise in improving academic performance and social integration for students with sickle cell disease. However, they require significant resources and a strong commitment from school systems, which can be a challenge in some areas. Workplace accommodations represent another crucial strategy. Offering flexible schedules, remote work options, and understanding towards medical appointments can help adults with sickle cell disease maintain steady employment. This leads to increased job retention and improved economic stability for affected individuals and their families. However, it's important to note that not all types of jobs can accommodate these changes, and some employers may resist implementing these accommodations. Family support services are also essential. These include counseling, respite care, and support groups, all designed to help families navigate the challenges of living with sickle cell disease. These services can alleviate stress, improve family dynamics, and lead to better mental health outcomes for all involved. However, availability can be limited in some areas, and stigma around seeking mental health support can prevent some families from accessing these services. Finally, we have public awareness campaigns. These initiatives aim to educate the general public about sickle cell disease, helping to reduce stigma, increase understanding, and drive support for research and policy changes. These campaigns can make a huge difference in how society perceives and supports individuals with sickle cell disease. However, they require significant funding and strategic planning to be effective. These strategies, though not without their challenges, offer hope for a better future for those affected by sickle cell disease. Prevention is an essential part of the fight against sickle cell disease. As we wrap up our discussion, let's consider how genetic counseling, prenatal screening, and public awareness can help prevent the disease and reduce its societal impact. Genetic counseling is a powerful tool in the prevention of sickle cell disease. By providing individuals and couples with information about their genetic risks, counselors can help them make informed decisions about family planning. This service is particularly beneficial for populations with a high prevalence of the sickle cell trait. The benefits of genetic counseling are immense, but challenges persist, such as accessibility and the stigma associated with genetic conditions. Next, we have prenatal screening. This is a medical test conducted during pregnancy to determine if the unborn baby has sickle cell disease. Early detection allows for prompt medical intervention once the baby is born, potentially improving their quality of life. However, like genetic counseling, prenatal screening faces hurdles, including cost, accessibility, and ethical considerations. Lastly, let's talk about public awareness. Education is key in the fight against any disease, and sickle cell is no exception. By raising awareness about the disease, its symptoms, and its impact, we can encourage early testing, promote understanding, and reduce stigma. Public awareness campaigns can be hugely effective, but they require substantial resources and a commitment to sustained effort. In conclusion, while sickle cell disease poses significant challenges, there are numerous strategies for managing its impact and preventing its spread. Each of these strategies comes with its own set of advantages and drawbacks, and it's crucial to consider these in order to develop effective, sustainable solutions. By understanding and addressing the societal impacts of sickle cell disease, we can work towards a future where this silent crisis is finally heard. Before we wrap up, a quick disclaimer. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Any health-related decisions should be discussed with a licensed physician. Thank you for joining us in the Victory Education Lounge. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Your engagement helps us create more valuable content and reach those who need this information. Until next time, this is Maurice, reminding you that knowledge is power in the fight against sickle cell disease.